So what I found really interesting about the Maori in New Zealand was that they assume that what we call psychosis or mental illness has a meaning. They don't worry too much about what causes it. In fact, if you ask most Maori what causes people to hear voices, they'll look at you like you've lost the plot entirely and say, what do you mean? It's like asking me, why does the sun come up in the morning? Because hearing voices is a part of life for many Maori. They have many explanations, some positive, some negative. Sometimes it's seen as a gift. Sometimes it's seen as a grandma telling you off, a dead ancestor giving you a heart, you shouldn't have done that. But the point is it has meaning, and people come together and talk about it and to try and understand what it means. They're not in this business of, oh my God, our son has got this terrible thing and we've got to suppress it and stop it and lock him up and all those awful things. What's interesting to me is that biological psychiatry is doing something really quite unethical at the moment. It's trying to export its rigid medical model to developing countries. They have this term, which I think is terribly arrogant, called mental health literacy. And developing countries, you see, don't have mental health literacy because they believe these things have meaning, they believe they're related to life events, and they believe that the solution is a social one. Biological psychiatry hasn't seemed to understand that colonization, most people now think, is not such a good idea. And one more sort of research fact about that is that the average recovery rate for people diagnosed with schizophrenia, if we take a Western construct for a second, the average recovery rate in the Western world, with all our sophisticated diagnoses and medications and highly paid experts, is about 1/3. The recovery rate in the developing world is about 2/3 on average. I find that kind of interesting.